Okay, guys, finally, the auction. It's been about 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks since the auction ended, but we couldn't get a chance to review the teams. But we've taken our sweet time to analyze these teams, figure out the playing level for everyone, and let's try giving them a review. Okay. So first up, we have Chennai, five-time champion, successful team in IPL. Looking at that, no, like I'm looking at that squad. Does that look appealing to you? You have, yes, you have the likes of the experienced players and all, but what do you think?
I mean, see, Chennai being the most successful team in the IPL history, we've seen. I mean, there are a lot of things that are unusual for this side. First off, they're five-time champ. They will usually call their daddy army, but it's not the case this time. We are the number of youngsters that they've picked up this time. I think it's brought down the average age of the team drastically, and that's a big shocker, of course, knowing CSK banking on experienced players and so-called daddy army always to pull uh, big performances. They've this time gone on to bank uh, younger players, which makes sense in a future perspective, but not really convinced to the squad. I mean, CSK in the last two, 3 years at least hasn't been the CSK that we have seen over the years. They haven't been putting that sort of performance as well, and their auction as well was not really convincing for me. Um, you see, the batting doesn't look as strong. The bowling doesn't have that sting, and I'm not that convinced.
Yeah, exactly. So when you talk about a Chennai team, especially, sorry, you talk about Chennai team that team that has some pizzazz in their bowling. You used to have the likes of Jadeja, you used to have the likes of Ashwin, Dwayne Bravo at a point. You had who else? You had Deepak Chahar at a point, and previously back a bit older days, you had Mohit Sharma. So that team you could expect maybe hey they could get a purple cap. Fun fact: 13, 14, 15. Chennai had three purple caps in a row. So that bowling lineup also used to get you like, worked up. Oh, how we're gonna counter this team, and you always used to have the likes of Brandon Becklum, Wayne Smith, Suresh Raina in the top order. You used to have Dhoni, who used to come at like six to finish the thing up.
The resurgence of Shane Watson in the CSK lineup.
So that was 2018. So then I'm talking about Pepsi APL era as well. That when Chennai used to go to the finals almost every time. I think before 2019, let's say no, before 2020, when Chennai really stopped going to the playoffs every single time, the only two times they did not make the finals, except with the seasons which they played, was 2009 and 2014. And so 2008 they went 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's not normal for any side. And now I'm looking at this team, I'm like, really? Is it is it really scary? I don't really look at it. I mean, the squad is up on your screen. We're going to talk about it. See, you have Prithviraj, obviously opening. Then you have Samson, I think. Let's say Samson. And then you have Ayush Matre.
No, I think
I think Ayush Matre.
yeah, the top three can keep changing, but I think the opening spot one side Ayush Matre will hold, but the other opening partner might vary from Sanju Samson and Rutraj because both have played opening and have come in at number three as well.
Wait,
I think they'll go.
sure Samson left-handed? I'm not sure. I think they're both righties, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And wait, is Ayush left-handed? I swear, I remember someone else.
Ayush Matre is left-handed
Yeah.
batsman if I'm not wrong.
So they will most likely try going for left-right instead of asking Sanju and Ruturaj to open. So I think that's probably the call for them. And number four, we've been having like a slight debate. Who should they bring in? Sarfaraz or they're gonna bring in Karthik? I'm
No,
saying
Ayush. I'm sorry to cut you, but Ayush Matre is a right-handed batsman itself.
right-handed batsman, yeah. So so maybe I don't know why I'm thinking it was someone else maybe. So number four is a concern for these guys because who are they gonna play? You can bring in an experienced version of Sarfaraz Khan. You can bring in Urvil Patel, who was good in the top three last time. Just bring him down a slot. I don't think it'll affect him too much. And then you have the likes of Karthik Sharma, who they just bought. for 14.2 CR. Also, that was plain stupid. Plain stupid. I don't know why they did that. And one thing which really, like triggers me up, it's when some the big market teams, whenever they do something right, people they start going crazy. By big market teams, I'm saying the most successful teams like Mumbai and Chennai. They're saying it's future oriented, future oriented. Guys, this is not football. You're not gonna hold on to a player for 10, 15 years. This is IPL. 2, 3 years that player might be with you. Next season only he might leave you. We never know. You look at the likes of where you look at the likes of so many uncapped players who were bought for high prices, none of them really worked out. I remember Jaydev Unadkat was bought after his stellar season at RPS. He didn't do much for RR. Then you got Varun Chakravarti at Punjab that time. I think he was the most expensive player in that season. He didn't do much well for Punjab as well. There's a certain pressure which happens to the players. If you're expecting they'll play like mid, they'll play not so great. Yeah, then you should be happy. But you're expecting they're going to play for the future. And this is already the what? The middle of the mega auction cycle. You're in the second season of the mega auction cycle. And mega auction, how many players can you retain? 5 players with RTMs included. 5 or 6 players max. Who are you going to mostly have? Rutraj, Samson. You put Ayush Matre, let's suppose. You're going to bring in Noor Ahmed because he's still young and he's been Chennai's best player recently. And let's say you're going to bring in Devil Brevis. 5 players are done there. Who are you going to bring in? Karthik Sharma, Prashant. How are you going to bring either of them in? You're gonna and keep in mind, I forgot about Dubey right now. I forgot about Dubey. I forgot about let's suppose who else is there in the side. If Dhoni wants to play again, who knows? Who knows about that? I can't say anything else about that man. So yeah, these two picks are stupid, and I'm looking at their stats as well. They're not the bestest of players. Obviously, I'll be happy if they'll play
That's what I wanted to point out. When you spoke about future oriented, I think for IPL, future oriented is max 3 years
3 years. Yeah.
because that's all cycle lasts
Exactly.
before the next
Future oriented,
mega auction.
yeah, future oriented is already getting a proven youngster. You get like the likes of Ishan Kishan last year, so the SRH can build on that Indian core. Whereas you look at previous years, SRH used to hope on that foreign core and let's try winning the cup. So they're trying to change that formula up now. You look at the likes of and you're looking at the likes of Gujarat or something, they're holding on to those youngsters. They're buying them back again and again. They didn't. I think they bought back Sai Kishore for RTM as well. So that's the
Yes,
trust
yes.
you show in the team. You don't bring them for 14 CR, for 12 CR, 10 CR. The kid is obviously going to crash. You look at and you have had the similar experience just a couple of years back with Samir Rizvi, 8.4 CR. How did that work out for you? Complete bust. So this Chennai side, let's just complete the playing level. Help me along, Kester. You have the top three we talked about. Four, we got on off a bit tangent of it. Let's say they're going to bring in Karthik just because the amount they paid. Then you have
Dubey,
Du-
Shivam Dubey.
no, someone else is there. No, number five you were thinking.
It's a, I mean,
Brevis.
I Brevis, and then you bring in Dubey,
Dubey.
and then you bring in Prashant Win because Dhoni doesn't like stepping out early these days.
Yeah, eight
Then
Dhoni.
Dhoni walks in. Yes, and then your four bowlers that Chennai will have, according to us, is Khalil Ahmed, Noor Ahmed,
You know,
Matt Henry, and Akel Hussain.
Akil is
Again,
probably up a bit the order because he can actually swing the bat a bit.
yeah, and again, Akel Hussain, it again depends if they want a foreign pacer in the likes of maybe Jamie Overton, they might bring him in and remove some other bowler and bring in Rahul Chahar.
See, the batting is deep.
Uh,
That's not a big issue. The batting is deep. It's going till eight. But I'm concerned that they don't have much good spinners.
the
And
bowling doesn't really look that
spinners,
convincing. I
spinners.
mean, Khalil Ahmed, left arm pacer, I get it, but he's never proven to be a really consistent performer
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
past 3 4 years at least. He gets to that wickets, but he's expensive also. The number of good days he has are not as many as the number of days he leaks too many runs.
Exactly.
Noor Ahmed is the only one that really controls. Matt Henry, I'm not sure. Is he what? He's probably um he's 34. he's proven to be a
Yeah,
g- good bowler, no doubt about that. But in Indian conditions,
yeah. He's been
not
tried,
really
but
sure about
like
that.
past 2 years they tried him. It's not working out for them as well. You have the likes of what you have even Nathan Ellis to step in instead of Matt Henry. So I'm not too concerned about that. And I've heard that he's been in decent form. So this team, I'm concerned, spin and people might be saying, "Oh, they're not spinners and all." Yeah, but I've heard that Chapok is not really. They've changed the pitch. It's not completely dependent on that turn. Maybe there was a talk because they've lost Jadeja, they've lost Ashwin over the years. So I think maybe they are maybe trying for a bit more of a neutral pitch rather than a turning pitch. It won't be as spin friendly as now as a Savai Mansingh or if you would say even a Arun Jaitley Stadium. It'll be maybe around the likes of Awankhede because it's a neutral stadium itself.
Yeah, I mean, if they really want to bring in another spinner, according to me, Prashant Veer goes out and Matt Henry goes out, and they'll bring in about I think Shreyas Gopal and Nathan Ellis
Rahul
walks
Chahar
in into the
will
team. Those are,
again later on.
yeah, it's either Rahul Char or I feel Shreyas Gopal. Rahul Char again, I'm not really convinced. Shreyas Gopal can I feel has the edge over Rahul Chahar. But yeah, for Matt Henry, it's either Matt Henry or Nathan Ellis. Jamie Orton comes way down the pecking order when it comes to the fast bowling all rounders.
Yeah. See, yeah, I think that's probably the best that they can do. Right now, I have them as bottom two. I think they're going to finish ninth place. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting too much out of this team. If this team finishes above the bottom two, believe me when I say it, it'll be a shocker in the IPL. I know it is weird saying that CSK finishing above top two will be a shocker, but that's how it's come to in the past few years.
Yeah, past 4 years, they finished in the bottom two twice. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, so right now I'm saying ninth place. I'm giving the positions as well. Like for the top, anyone who's not playing the playoffs, I'll give the direct positions. Ninth place, Chennai Super Kings. And below that also there's one team that it'll be covered in part two. So be ready for that. Okay, so next team we have who do we have? Oh yeah, Delhi we have Delhi.
Decent.
Yeah. Okay. This team, it's I can't lie. Last time as well, this team was superb. Like when you were watching them play, I think for a very long time they were in the top two along with Gujarat. I remember Punjab and
Yes, yes.
RCB were
They started the season in a flyer. I mean, they looked just unbeatable, along with the likes of Gujarat. Um, they they were in the playoff picture for quite a
they
long
were
time,
superb. I think what
and then
ruined the season was both their matches against Mumbai. Those two matches had ruined, especially the fact is that the match at Wankhede doesn't really trigger me, I guess. But the match at Arun Jaitley or Ferozshah Kotla, it really triggers me because the way they lost the match, three runouts in a like in a row.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that game was
It was
too
like,
much to take.
if that 2 points would have fallen, then Mumbai would have dropped to 14, and these guys would have got to 17. And 17 points would have guaranteed them where I think 17 points also would have made them go to the eliminator only, but still better to make the playoffs than not just falling short like that. And I think it was all in their fate. It's not the fact that they started off bad and they were about to, but some results didn't go the neutral results didn't go their way.
I think they had about 4 wins in a row. They were like
Four
four
or
out of
five, I think. Yeah, they went.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They started off really well. I think after that, the batting order just suddenly lacked that power that they showed in the first
In
five or
fact,
six matches.
bowling, even Stark was in good form. I remember that match. They started two matches at Vizag, by the way. They didn't play all their matches at Delhi. They played two matches at Vizag.
Yeah, yeah.
They won both matches at Vizag. They beat Lucknow. They beat Hyderabad. So I was really expecting they would make the playoffs along with Gujarat. I was expecting last time the final would be like midway through the season. I was expecting Delhi and Gujarat are top two, so they'll probably make it. It's unfortunate, though. I think this time they have a good enough team. You have the likes of KL Rahul, Ben Duckett, or Nisanka or Duckett. One of them are going to come opening with KL Rahul. Sadly, Porel might be getting dropped. I'm not too sure, but I think that's their plan right now. Porel will be getting dropped, and then number three they'll be bringing in
Karan Nair.
Karun Nair. Number four, you bring in Nitish Rana, who they just traded in from RR. I think that's a pretty good trade, I guess, for both teams because RR needed to strengthen that middle order.
Overseas department.
Yeah, and the overseas department and in the middle order to be
Yes.
because there are a lot of inexperienced Indians playing. Or so the and Hitman has been in the best form as well. So something to account for that. Number five, you have Tristan Stubbs, the I think consistently one of the best foreign players for Delhi, especially in the past couple of years. Then you have number six, you have
Akshay Patel.
Bapu. Number seven, we can think of
Ashutosh Sharma.
Ashutosh Sharma, and eight, we can say Vipraj. So till that point, we can say, okay, this is proper. These guys are all going to bat. Number 9, 10, 11, 12. It's where it gets slightly, we have to think about it because they have a very good depth. They have start. They're going to obviously play start. So 9 is set. 10, 11, 12. They're going to play Kuldeep. 10 is set. 11, 12. They have
I say Engidi and Akib there.
Akib. Yeah, Akib is going to probably play because he was one of the most, like talked about.
My question will be between will it be Engidi or Kyle Jamieson?
I've heard they're probably going to go with Engedi. That's the plan. But Kyle Jameson, we've kept seeing this hype. Last season also he was with Punjab. He didn't do much.
Yeah, yeah.
That Punjab as well. Yeah, last time I think one thing we forgot. Right now I think they're trying to fix that. I think they bought Cooper Carney. They got Brent Washes as well. Let's see what they're going to figure out their foreign stuff. But that will I think come in the next part. So that's the team. Either way,
I, and yeah, it's a shocker that the depth of this DC squad is so much that an inexperienced player like David Miller we've kept out.
yeah.
And that again depends if they want to change the combination around. They drop Duckett and probably either Karan Nair or Nitish Rana, and they bring Prithvi Shaw on the top, and then you bring in David Miller for the middle order.
Prithvi Shaw's third, bro. I think they'll bring in Parel only instead. Why would they have to bring in Prithvi Shaw?
But I
Sure.
mean, Prithvi Shaw, how much ever I am not really convinced with his comeback story. He's been in good form. He's been in good touch. I think he's been in better form than Abhishek Purel. He's been scoring runs consistently. They might probably give him a chance.
I only have one message to say to Prithvi Shaw. You have gotten one chance now. If you don't use this, we can't help you, my guy. We are all hoping for your success. We're all hoping for your success. You just have to prove it this time. This time around, this chance won't come again. That's the thing. It's
I mean, it's going to be really tough for him to go all the way to the Indian team.
in
But
Indian
yeah,
team is different. See, if you become the likes of, if you reach the likes of Nitish Rana as well, coming every season into the IPL, you're a key part of the team. That's enough.
yes, yes.
Now,
Um,
this next couple of months, just dedicate yourself to the sport, respect the sport. Your attitude has to be the main concern, and that's the only issue. Otherwise, we know how
Hopefully,
talented
Prithvi
he is.
Shaw knows where his off stump is this time around.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. So coming back to the team over there, so you have mostly you have Vipraj at 8, then start, then Kuldeep at 9, 10, 11, 12. We have to see. They'll play Engidi, otherwise they'll play Kyle Jameson. 12, they'll bring in Akib. I think this side, I don't know if people will completely agree, but I think top two. Top two is where I'm having this.
I have
I'm saying
I
this
have
on paper as well.
one more view to this 11.
Yeah.
That is, you drop Agiri,
Mm-hmm.
you drop you drop Rana, Nitish Rana,
Uh-huh.
and you bring in David Miller and either Mukesh Kumar or T. Natarajan.
Attraction, yeah, Mukesh. Yeah, see, the thing is, I would actually much rather play Mukesh or Natarajan over Engide.
Yeah, exactly why I said you'll get that experience of David Miller as well, and you'll get Indian pacer who's been doing well for DC. Mukesh Kumar has been doing well for DC in the past couple of seasons,
Yeah,
anyways. So that can work
yeah
too. They might go for
that's
that.
Yeah, that's the issue, bro. See, IPL, you can't have too good of a 25. You can't have too good of 25. Then you get concerned. What? Who are you going to play? Who are you going to play? Who are you going to play? I think this was one issue I'd say with 2020 SRH. We had all of the players we had were decent. They could fit into that squad. You had the likes of Jason Holden, Bairstow, Kane, Warner. You had Nabi. You had Rashid. So who are you going to play for him? Leave that. Then you have middle order. You have all
I
the
think
and
this foreign player dilemma is I always associate RR with it because it's
RR
especially
at
the
this time I think like next part I'll probably discuss. KKR has that issue right now. KKR might have that issue, but either way. So now we are going on to the next team, which is Gujarat. We have these. This side finished third in the points table, but finished fourth in the total IPL. So I mean, last time as well, I didn't really think this team would go till that point because the middle order was kind of shaky. But I think the only reason why they went was because the top three. That top three did some magic for these guys: Shubman, Sudarshan, and Butler. I don't remember a single game. I think maybe one or two, but like I don't really remember any other game where they all failed. Like it was just a. Was he there for playoffs? I don't know. If Butler was there for the match against Mumbai in the eliminate. I don't think he was there, right?
yeah, he wasn't there. That's where the issue happened, right, for them. One of the three wasn't there, and then suddenly I think the problem for them is that this time around as well. I don't see much experience. I mean, proven middle order T20 batsmen in this side as well. Again, for GT to succeed, they'll need that top three to perform. Now, speaking about the team, let's look at the 11. You have Shubman Gill, who's proven to be
Yeah.
a great run scorer in the IPL. KKR was his early days, but ever since he's moved to Gujarat, he's been a different
Yeah.
beast as well.
I don't ever say he was a good player. I mean, he was a decent player for KKR. I used to like
Yeah,
him better in
exactly.
middle order.
His rise in the IPL was in the colors of GT itself.
Yeah.
He had quite a few phenomenal seasons. Right now, Gill's form will be a concern for this GT side.
Mhm.
Uh, he's been dropped from the T20 World Cup as well. So the T20 setup, he'll be out of the T20 setup for a good month or two, and then he'll be. That's a to look at it in one way. It's a good break for Shubman Gill from the T20 setup.
Mhm.
He can go fresh minded into the IPL as well and prove his point again. But Gill's form is a concern. Sudarshan's also been a very good performer in the IPL ever
Yeah.
since he's come into the scene. GT, I mean, the first season, all of us thought, oh, who is this guy? And then the way he's batted, he's been absolute class for them. Butler, we all know how
Yeah.
from his
Butler is
MI days, RR days, he's been the one of the best foreigners in the IPL.
good. Yeah.
I mean, you have the likes of Chris Gale, then there's AB de Villiers. There are a lot of players who perform in the IPL, and
I
Josh
think
Butler is one of the
he's
best.
on that table right now. If you especially if you look at
Yes,
his portfolio, he has the orange cap. He's the only one who's I think he's tied Virat Kohli's record for 4 centuries in
yes,
IPL.
yes,
He's won. He's been to an IPL final. He's won the IPL as well with Mumbai, if I'm not wrong,
yeah.
2020.
With Mumbai, right?
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Then this much of a good portfolio, I think if you don't put him along the likes of Warner, IBD, like and Chris Gayle, I'm saying just foreign batsmen, I think it's kind of foolish. I think he's up there. I think he can be discussed. But I think since his career still has a long, like a couple of more IPL seasons to go, so let's see where can we make him sit. But either
I
way,
mean, but if this top three is back to its best, then there's
you
nothing
can't
stopping them.
expect the same thing to work out every single time, though.
Yes, yes,
The same
exactly.
as what happened with SRH. You can't expect they'll play the same explosive cricket and it'll work every single time. You can't expect that. Same with
I
2020.
mean,
But these guys proved
more than current SRH, it's like that time when David Warner and Johnny Bairstow were in good form one season
yeah,
and worked out brilliantly, and the next season they banked them
that,
itself and it didn't work out. So
exactly.
that's the problem when you rely too much on your top order. I mean, believe me when I say it because I'm an RCB fan and we've done that for a huge amount of time. backing only the top three, middle order having no one, literally no one, and it's failed miserably as well when
Exactly.
the top three doesn't work out. You look at the middle order, the middle order is again the same problems. Uh, I think number four will be Kushagra. Then five, I have a feeling Shah Rukh Khan will come into the picture. It
Shah Rukh Khan, no, how?
because they'll need that. I if
No, no, no.
because you see if you bring in Washington Sundar up
Number four, yeah, because that's what he played last time as well. Number four, you're gonna bring in him. Uh,
and Shah Rukh Khan, GT have been trusting alongside Rahul Tiwari as
don't
well,
trust Shah Rukh. I'll say number five, you bring Kushagra. Okay, number six, you
and
have to
then
bring in Holdell or Phillips.
Phillips.
Phillips or Holdell. I guess it also depends based on if what is this called? If Butler is playing as well, if Butler gets injured, then you have to bring in Phillips to keep. And if you're feeling that the bowling we need another, they don't need another pacer to be honest. They can use Glenn Phillips on a spin. So maybe I'm saying they have to use Glenn Phillips to fill in that hole of Sheffield Rutherford. So I think they might go with Phillips, although they bought Holder for 7 CR. Then you have seven. You have who do we have again? We have
Tewatia,
Tevat.
Rahul Tewatia.
He is also not very good form. I'm sorry, but he is also
Yes,
not good form. You used Tevatia. Then eight. You have
Rashid.
Rashid. Rashid Khan. Yeah, I think Rashid Khan more than his batting, I'm concerned about his bowling right now because he hasn't. I don't think he had a good IPL last time. I don't think he had a good
He didn't have a good IPL last
the
time.
previous two
I
seasons.
think it was.
Like not as much as I would expect of Rashid. I would say last season their best bowler was Prasid and Siraj was his close second. Even Washington was a better like player. It felt like at a point. I'd say
I think the best spinner last time around was Sai Kishore. The way he was controlling runs and picking up those crucial wickets,
yeah.
I think it was Sai Kishore.
So yeah,
And that comes to
sure.
our bowling lineup for prediction for GT. We think it'll be Sai Kishore at number 9, Rabada, Siraj, and your 12th man being Prasid Krishna. I mean, 12, it again depends who they choose as their impact player, but this is the 12 that we're putting forward.
I think one player who they would have really liked right now is Noor Ahmed. They would have preferred to have maybe like in the slot of Rashid, like because of their older thing. Maybe they would have preferred to have Noor, but it's been a season, so they can't do much.
Wait, did the first season of Noor, did he play for GT alongside Rashid Khan?
Noor, yeah,
Did
Noor
he?
was
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think when he was like 18 years old or something. Noor did step in with. I think Hardik was still there when Noor first.
Yeah, yeah. I have yes, yes. But I still feel GT would play Shah Rukh Khan. Is just that feeling?
Instead of
I don't know. It again depends. There's
I
a
think
chance Sharma
they
also
might
has your
start off with
fast bowling backup.
they might start off with Shah
So
Rukh at five, but I think at the end of the season it's probably going to be Kushagra. I have good hope for him. If Kushagra doesn't work out, they can always fall back on Anuj Rawat,
yes.
and that's just how it has to be. I'm saying this side, it's the batting is kind of shaky for me, to be honest. So I'm going to say like the middle order not really impressing me because the top order might make you win matches, but it's the middle order which can make you win the championship. So I think this side's going to finish fifth, sixth, something between that. Because last time as well, I underestimated them. They did make it to the playoffs. So I'm going to say 5-6 this time. Let's see. I won't be shocked if it's a seven as well. But 5-6, mostly I'm for this Gujarat side. What do you think?
I mean, I never rule GT out because of the way they play in the IPL. I still feel they'll be in the playoff race.
Playoff race, yeah. So 5-6, like how I said.
I think they'll just make it about fourth.
You have other better teams, right? You have Bengaluru, you have Delhi, you have Mumbai, you have Hyderabad, you have the likes of Punjab, who are also not looking too shabby.
Yeah, but taking the record of Delhi and Punjab in mind, I mean Punjab did have a good season last time around. It's just that I
No,
don't feel
I feel.
they have it in them to make it consistently in the playoff.
Yeah.
That's what I have
So
feel.
even the fact I was thinking about yesterday, Delhi, like first three seasons they were decent. Right, 2008 they made playoffs. I think did they? Wait, Ahrak Chennai. Yeah, I think they made the playoffs 2008. 2009 they made playoffs. They topped the table. 10 they just missed out. I think. 11 they were on bottom of the table. They were on the bottom of the table. But 12 they reached top again. Right. So
I see.
again, 13 they went bottom, 14 they went bottom, 15 they went seventh, 16 sixth, so they were mid for a while. Once the Delhi Capitals era started of 19, 20, 21, 22 also they were in the playoffs race. So 23, 24, 25 haven't been the best of the best. But you know what can happen to a team. I'm just saying what can happen to a team once they have that really good click. Suddenly they have a click, no? What can happen to a team? So I'm assuming Punjab will have that click and at least will stay in the playoff race. And I think they'll be like fifth or sixth right now. But I'll get into that later in the next part. So this Gujarat side, I'm thinking, is not the fact that they're a bad side, it's just the fact that there are better sides over there. And every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
time Gujarat is playing out of their skin. Let that be their first season when they won the cup. Let that be the last season when they had a good season. So I'm concerned about that. But let's see. Let's. I've underestimated the side once. If I underestimate it again, let's see if they'll win the playoffs. But for now, I think that's it for part one. Next part, we'll be covering four teams. We're going in alphabetical order, not in any other biased or unbiased way. We're only going in alphabetical order, so it's going to be like that. So either way, part one, part two, I think will come out a day later or something like that. I don't know. We're sure. So let's see. Thank you guys for watching. As you know, IPL is starting I think March, but before that we do have a New Zealand series and we have the T20 World Cup. We will be trying to cover that as much as we can. So I think yeah, that's all I have to say. Kiesta, take it over.
yeah. And see, we've mentioned this before also, and really like to reiterate on the fact whenever British said with that. Yes, it was a long break, and I don't really want to promise, but I we will definitely try to not have such long breaks.
Yeah,
Cover
we
at
will.
least the Indian matches.
Hmm.
T20 World Cup is definitely a huge tournament, and we want to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, and like always, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching.
Chalo, bye.